What's up, everybody? My name's Shant, and today we're going to be playing a Simic Hydroid Krasis build. If I can find it somewhere in my decks. Let's see. I can't remember the image that was for. Oh, there it is. Of course, it's a Hydroid Krasis itself. So nonetheless, we're going to hop right into the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and then we'll get right into the game. So yeah, starting us off, we have 4 dive downs, and this is to protect, of course, your Hydroid Krasis as you're working so difficultly to get them out for huge amounts. You don't simply want to get them removed as soon as you get them out there. So 4 copies of dive down, and I found the dive down also helps protect the Marwyn, also helps protect the Biogenic, also helps protect the Tatyova. So yeah, 4 copies of dive down in this situation I feel is perfectly fine and justified. Moving on, we have 1 copy of Incubation Druid. If it were up to me, I'd probably have at least 2 or 3. But again, we only have 1 copy of the cards. So moving on, we have 4 copies of Root Snare, 4 copies of Elvish Rejuvenator, 2 copies of Gift of Paradise. The Root Snare is simply in here to fog out our opponent. Say they're going to swing in for a lot. We don't want to take that damage because we're trying to ramp, and we're trying to ramp into big things like Hydroid Krasis or multiplying our Biogenic Ooze out. Or I guess adding, since he doesn't multiply, he adds. So yeah, that's essentially the reason for the Root Snare, as well as the pause for reflection. Give me 1 minute. Alrighty. And then of course the Elvish Rejuvenator, Grow from the Ashes, Marwyn. These are all in here as a source of ramp. So essentially this whole top half here is either dealing with ramp, or the Root Snares and pause for reflection is just dealing with biding your time, or rather delaying your opponent. We have 2 Chemister's Insights for some card draw, just in case we really get backed up and need it. Furthermore, we have Beast Whisperer for card draw, as well as Tatyova, so we have three good sources of card draw here. As well as, since we're going to be drawing out all of our lands with Grow from the Ashes and Elvish Rejuvenator, we shouldn't be drawing that many lands into hand, or at least we should be drawing less. So, and then of course we also have Hydroid Krasis, I'm sorry, for some more card draw as well as life gain. And then Tatyova also gives us life gain. So this deck is just very good, I found, at delaying the game until you can get your bigger creatures out, and once you get your bigger creatures out, it's very good at defending them until they can sort of do their thing. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into the games, and we'll see how it does. Alright, and here we are up against Kilo. It's a decent hand. I don't love it, but I don't hate it, so we'll keep it. Of course, we'll throw out a forest before our Hinterland Harbor. No need in it coming out tapped. And what? Maybe turn 3 Grow from the Ashes. The thing with this hand is it really doesn't have anything too offering right now. There's a Hydroid Krasis, always nice to see in hand rather than having to dig through my deck for it. And we're up against Demir. Never mind, I take it back. Go back in the deck, Hydroid Krasis. Yeah, because we're just going to get thought erased. Alrighty. He's going to take the Krasis for sure. Oh, if he doesn't, I'll be thoroughly confused. I'll say that at least. Well, took the pause for reflection. That's interesting. Maybe he has another thought erasure in hand. I couldn't see leaving a Hydroid Krasis in someone's hand. I think we wait on Grow from the Ashes. We're not really doing anything, but neither is he. We can't really stop the thought erasure, so if he wants to keep doing it, I suppose that's perfectly fine and dandy. And we're up against Krasis. Another copy of Dive Down. We'll probably Chemister's Insight on his turn. I would do it on my turn had I not already played a land this turn. That way if I did happen to draw out a land, I could play it, of course, and not be behind a turn. Let's go and throw down Chemister's Insight. May get countered here. Of course, if he throws down a counter on my Chemister's Insight of all things, I would be, yeah, perfectly fine by that. Unless his deck is just stacked full of counters, in which case, fuck this guy. Oh well, we'll have to see. Oh. Drew out another copy of Hydroid Krasis. Alrighty. So we are going to go ahead and Chemister's Insight once again, and we'll get down, or get rid of one of the dive downs. Okay, that's actually pretty good, because now we can kick out Grow from the Ashes, we can get out Gift of the Paradise, or Gift of Paradise, not Gift of the Paradise. And hopefully get out one of our Krasi, one of our Krasises? Krasi? I don't know. Get out one of them rather early. Let's see, we're at 5 now. That'll put us at 7. That'll put us at 8. So we can throw down a 8/8 Hydroid Krasis. That's not bad. We're gonna have to discard a card next turn. We should be wary of that. Okay, so let's kick this out, and we'll just get out an island and a forest. Now, if we played the island, we can play Gift of Paradise, but then we're not gonna have anything to discard come his turn. Yeah, I'd rather discard the island than the Hydroid Krasis or another copy of Dive Down, so unfortunately that's how we're going to have to play that turn. Ramping would be nice, but I'm not about to just get rid of one of them. Yeah, I mean, we can go ahead and play this. I'm going to tap out the land first, so that way I know exactly which land Gift of Paradise is going on, and I'm not putting it on a tapped land, because that's always annoying, right? We should still be able to get Tatyova down. If they counter this, you know, so be it. Okay, there comes the Sinister. Wonderful. Although on the bright side, it means on his turn, his Eldest Reborn literally was just used as a source of card removal, because he's not getting any creatures back. So yeah, cool. Cool play there. And I mean, we still do have 7 mana if we wanted to throw down a Hydroid Krasis. 7/7 flyer is not bad. Keeps trying to make us discard a card. We can go Tatyova this turn, Gift of Paradise, but again we have to discard a card. I think in this situation we could just throw down a Hydroid Krasis, right? Oh, but it'd only be 5, I forget, because the first 2 mana pay. And then we'd only draw 2 and gain 2 life. That's not worth it. That's not worth the draw. Let's instead throw down a Gift of Paradise, and then whenever it comes to the discard, we'll discard Tatyova. I don't like it, but we're trying to play our Hydroid Krasises. Does he know I have Tatyova? He doesn't. He doesn't know I have Tatyova or the second Hydroid. Okay, let's try to throw out Tatyova. If I have to get rid of the Dive Down, so be it. And if he wants to remove my Tatyova, so be it. Only having 2 copies of Dive Down in my deck does make me worry a little bit up against Grixis, though. They definitely have plenty of removal. However, we have already seen 2 copies of the Eldest, 3 copies of the Eldest Reborn, which is, you know, it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. We're gonna have to discard a card next turn. So if we don't play a Hydroid Krasis and we play a Tatyova, then we're gonna have to discard a Hydroid Krasis, and I'm not a big fan of that. So let's see. This is gonna be 2, and then we're gonna be able to pay 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's okay. Drawing 3 cards and gaining 3 life is a lot better than 2. But I gotta say, getting the second copy of Tatyova is not very awesome. Yeah, the only thing he can get back is my Tatyova, which is really beneficial for him. And then we have to discard a card. You know, I've already seen 3 copies of her, so here comes the removal on my Krasis. Good thing is, though, he can't pull Hydroid Krasis back from the grave with the Elvish Reborn. Because it comes out as a 0/0, so. Ooh, of course, I probably should have thrown down a Root Snare so he couldn't get anything back next turn with his Elvish Reborn, huh? Like, should have thrown out a Root Snare. We'll have to see. So I don't think there were any creatures minus my Tatyova. No, Banefire. That will get rid of it. Let's go Tatyova into a land. Pause for reflection. Nope, I really wanted some way to ramp harder there, but that's okay. He's going to get another copy of Tatyova on his side, which can't really do anything. So I guess discarding Tatyova wasn't bad. Like, Hydroid Krasis isn't going to come out for anything. Yeah, and if he had brought Tatyova back, he would have had to sacrifice 1, so that actually wasn't too bad. Now we're just in a mirror match on the board. He's gained more use out of my Tatyovas than I have, which is okay. And I also may be saying that wrong, so maybe I should just call her the Benthic Druid. Maybe. Either way, we'll wait on our opponent. Just gonna pass the turn. Smells like a counterspell. We'll have to see. No. That's odd. Again, I'm looking for some way to ramp. Marwyn's okay, but doesn't really do anything. Sweet. That's super annoying. Gotta say, just loving the deck. Sinister Sabotage, Thought Erasure, Banefire, Fungal Infection. Wondering if there's any non-meta cards this guy runs. Probably not. I doubt we could get that lucky. Either way, our deck's holding up alright, I suppose. Copies of Chemister's Insight. Kinda makes me feel good because it means now he doesn't have any counter spells on this next turn, which means maybe I'd go ahead and Hydroid Krasis, although we don't have a dive down in hand, and I really would hate for my second copy of Hydroid Krasis to just get removed. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 3 damage. I'm not really looking to waste a Root Snare or pause there. And I'm not going to sacrifice my Tatyova for, well, my Tatyova. Grow from the ashes, that's something I was looking for. Alright, so we will kick it out. Get out another island and another forest. And we'll draw 2 more cards. Ooh, Biogenic Ooze is nice. But I say we go with a Beast Whisperer. If we're gonna get anything removed next turn, I'd rather it be the Beast Whisperer. And now we're up to what? 5, 9, 10, 11 land, so we can throw a Hydroid Krasis out for 9. It's pretty awesome. But we'll probably still go with Biogenic Ooze next turn. I'd rather build my board up when I throw down a Hydroid Krasis, and I'd rather wait for a dive down because we don't really have one. Disinformation campaign's a wee bit annoying, but I'm just gonna throw away a Root Snare here. He's not showing any like really big plays, and Pause for Reflection can be huge because sometimes as long as you have enough creatures out, which again isn't all the time, if you're tapped all the way out, you can still cast Pause for Reflection. Rate's 5. Okay, so I'll probably just give him the zombies starting out. I'm not discarding my hand, that's for damn sure. But it does also mean that I only have 2 turns to play my hand. I can't use the Pause for Reflection or any of that. I'm just going to take the damage here. Right, because whenever we make our life total 4, it doesn't really matter how much he's dealt to us. So let's give him the zombies. And then after this turn, we'll have to either discard our hand or our life total becomes 4. If we save Hydroid Krasis for when our life total becomes 4, he can heal us back up. So then do we play Elvish Rejuvenator or Biogenic Ooze? I think we play Biogenic Ooze. And Elvish Rejuvenator. We could pump the Ooze as well to get some more defenders out against the zombies. Pump the Ooze, we're still left with enough for Root Snare, but we're going to have to discard our hand. So I feel like maybe we should get as much out of our hand as we can before we go discarding all of it. Let's throw down the Memorial to Genius. And another copy of Memorial to Genius. Sure, let's go ahead and throw it down. Another copy of Marwyn. We won't be able to cast the Root Snare, but I feel like we can defend out his zombies enough. Or we could just take the damage, because next turn we're going to 4 life anyways, right? So we might as well just take the damage. Okay. Alrighty. So this turn we have to play Hydroid Krasis, and I want to play him for as much as I possibly can. Right now we're looking at what? 4, 7, 11, 12, 13. So we could play Hydroid Krasis for 11, 12, because we can throw down the land. That's pretty good, but then we're just going to have a huge hand to discard the turn after that, right? We could also just pause for Reflection here. Excuse me. Need to get a drink of water. Alright, there comes the negate. That's okay. Sorry, I gotta get my Afghan back up on me. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Yeah, let's just go no blocks. It ain't gonna kill me, and next turn, like I said, on Captive Audience, I'm taking my life total down to 4 anyways, so that's okay. So whenever we discard our hand, we're really gonna be looking for some way to draw in the future. Oh no, that was a wonderful play by him. Excellent, excellent. Alright, life total becomes 4. Yeah, I mean, I guess we go ahead and play the Hydroid Krasis for 12. We're going to discard a lot of cards, but that's okay. We are all the way down to 16 cards as well. We should definitely take note of that. So what do we not need here? The land, right? That's our second Hydroid Krasis out. We'll need the dive downs. Where would a Unity? I guess to get to another Ooze could be okay. I don't really need the Rejuvenator. Yeah, so we only have 16 cards left in our deck. And we have no way. Oh, you know what? We should have sent him out for 11, so we could have had enough for a dive down. I didn't think about that. Oh, the misplays in this game one. Yeah, so anytime you're going to throw down a Hydroid Krasis, be sure to leave open one copy or one blue land so you can cast a dive down. Oh my god, he didn't die. On the flip side of that, though, we also just lost our other 2 copies of dive down. So captive audience should go away now, right? Yeah, counter my Marwyn. Come on. I guess we can also sacrifice Moral to Genius to draw some cards. It's gonna cost us what? 5, essentially 6 mana to do it. Yeah. We could wait for his turn. Let's see. No. It's not. We'll still have enough to cast out anything that we may draw. I was making sure if I could cast out an Ooze, like, or if I drew an Ooze, that I could cast it out. Because he has Disinformation Campaign, so more than likely he... Oh, okay. Or that stops all of those plans. Let's just swing in with our Krasis then. Maybe. Oh wow, the damage actually went through. Wow, so he's on a 1-turn timer then. He's got to have some way to deal with our Krasis this turn. Honestly, not that difficult in his deck from what I've seen thus far. That double Cry of the Canary play was... Or Canarium? What is it? Yeah, Cry of the Carnarium was definitely awesome. Okay, so he did play his Disinformation Campaign out here again. Thankfully, we only have a land to discard, so joke's on you. We'll probably sacrifice our Moral to Genius at the end of this turn. Wait a minute. Giving us another... Wait a minute. Did we just win? Our total becomes 4, that's fine. Did we just win? Hold up. I didn't sacrifice Moral to Genius because I was thoroughly confused by that. I was counting out his land and all that. Because don't we just attack and win now? Wonderful. Alrighty, so we managed to take down the Grixis. You know, I'm not really sure what he was going for there, but yeah, game 1 gonna be picked up by us. Even though we managed to go up against an annoying opponent that kept countering all of our stuff, we did manage to get down the Hydroid Krasis and literally just attack him twice and won the game. So yeah, fun game 1 nonetheless. We're gonna go ahead and get into a game 2. Oh, and actually, as I'm noticing right now, we never named our deck, so we'll call it Biogenic Krasis. Either that or we could call it Hydroid Ooze, but I think Biogenic Krasis sounds a little bit better, or Krasis, however you want to say it there. Because essentially that's the only 2 cards that are going to win us these games, so that's okay. Alright, and here we are up against Zabkus? I'm not completely sure how to pronounce this guy's name. That's not a hand I really want to keep. Neither is this one, but yeah, we're getting low on choices here as I refuse to mulligan twice. 9 times out of 10 I refuse to mulligan twice, I should say that. Oh, I've made a blunder. Should have thrown down more to Genius in turn 1, sorry. I don't know why my brain was like, yeah, throw down your untapped land. Oh well. Thankfully, we do have 4 land in hand, so I didn't screw up my turn 3 play too much here. And there's another copy of Memorial to Genius. How awesome, we already have both copies out. Not that we sufficiently need the card draw right now, although it would be kind of nice. Rhythm of the Wild coming down, so this could be a rather swift game depending on how our opponent decides to play it out. Oh, you know what? We should have kept the Elvish Rejuvenator back, just in case he throws down something with haste on it. Yep, I always forget that about Rhythm. Oh, Wilderness Reclamation with Rhythm of the Wild. That's interesting. It's odd. It's odd and interesting. Okay, so let's tap one of those. Tap, tap for our Elvish Rejuvenator. Then we'll also probably cast out Gift of Paradise, just to really try and get us ramped up there. Come on. I wish Lightning Strike was considered combat damage. Unfortunately, it's not. So then we won't get out Gift of Paradise. That's okay, too. Our opponent wants to be a bit of a cock muncher. That's okay. And we're up to, what, 6 mana? Lana War coming down, probably with the 2/2. I don't see why he would put haste on the Lana War unless he just absolutely needed to use the mana this turn. I guess that's not a terrible idea either. Let's draw first. We can Gift of Paradise and we can draw, so I'd rather draw first. Tatyova is nice. Let's throw this down on a forest. We'll gain 3 life from that. No attacks. And then, yeah, next turn we can throw down Tatyova and a forest and get some health and life going. Ooh, a Riotted Carnage Giant. Not okay for us. Not okay at all. So here comes Tatyova. And we drew into another land. That's unfortunate. I don't think we need to play the Root Snare on this next turn, so instead we will discard a land in hopes of some better card draw. 2 more lands. Wow, we're getting flooded. It's crazy how I play so many cards to pull out lands, and then somehow we still get flooded this bad. That's okay. And our opponent just being super obnoxious with the lightning strikes. And he should swing in here with Carnage Giant. I'm just going to go straight to the face with that. Let's be real, we'll probably have enough mana to... Ooh, I was going to say we'd have enough for a Root Snare, but honestly, how much can we Krasis for? That's going to be 2, 3, 6, 8. We can Krasis for 8. Do we Krasis for 8, or do we just Root Snare? Here we Krasis for 6 and Root Snare him. Thing is, if we could Krasis for 9, then in 2 turns he's dead. Krasising for 8, it's a 3 turn, which could mean all the difference. Of course, if we don't get it down this turn, it's essentially a 3 turn anyways. If we get it down for 8 as well, his Carnage Giant can kill it. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. We'll wait till next turn. We'll just Root Snare this turn. Fuck it. I don't love it, but like, it's our best solution here, so I'm not going to throw down an 8/8 that can just get trampled by his Carnage Giant. So he's going to swing all in here. No? Why would you not swing in with a Frenzied Raptor too? Either way, it's okay. It's not like we have any great big plans that require the Frenzied Raptor to be tapped, so by all means, you know, don't throw him. Another land. Wonderful. So yeah, let me make sure I've done my math right. 2, 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9. Alrighty. So we can do this. And we'll gain 4 life, draw 4 cards. Excellent. There's the dive down. Which, as I said before, you should save enough mana, but we didn't have one in hand, so hence why I didn't. Of course, he's only been showing lightning strikes as a source of removal, and if that's his only removal, he's already played 2. He could have destroy flying creature, right? He's playing green mana. That's definitely a thing that could exist. That's okay. We do have another Hydroid Krasis in hand and a dive down, so this time we can play for the dive down. Yeah. So he's not gonna attack. Smart move. Alrighty. Now, do we just go ahead and throw down another Krasis? We have so much land in hand. I'm perfectly fine with discarding some of this. Do we go ahead and throw down another Krasis and keep up 1 for the dive down? I think so. I believe so. Okay, so we can cast him back out for 9 again. Like I said, and keep out the 1. Maybe we keep out 2 blue mana and cast out an 8/8. Just in case we draw 2 copies of dive down. Green. Let's keep one of those. So we can cast him out for 8. Yeah. Oh, we didn't draw into another dive down. That's kind of saddening. But it's okay as well. We are gonna attack with our already untapped Krasis. Now he is on that 1-turn timer. And we only have to discard 2 cards, so I'm perfectly fine with throwing away Memorial to Unity and a Forest. Alright, so this game's looking pretty good for us. Lack of Warren coming down. That's a bit annoying as it is going to heal him up 7. Although we're dealing 17 next turn. So yeah, that's not going to do it. We're actually going to win the game here. Marvelous. That is actually wonderful. And now we will pause for reflection. We didn't even need to dive down. And no blocks. I'll throw down a Tatyova, and he concedes. Alrighty, so that's gonna be it for game 2 as well, and we may just leave it at a 2-game series or little showcase today because, well, it is pretty early and I want to enjoy my day before I have to go into work. And you guys saw from those first 2 games there that Hydroid Krasis, Biogenic Ooze, you're trying to ramp into them. I just recently picked up the Hydroid Krasis, so I thought I'd make a deck with it. Hence, while this deck isn't showing anything too spectacular, it's just, you know, it's just sort of there as a ramp deck. And instead of fogging your opponent into a meal or something like that, that's super annoying, we're just fogging them into big creatures. So I feel like that's perfectly okay and understandable. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section for any suggestions on this deck. If you have some ideas for it, that'd be great. Fantastic. I am enjoying Hydroid Krasis right now. Being able to throw down a 9/9 flyer with trample, gain the life, gain the card draw. The card is so busted. It's no wonder why there are so many being played in that recent tournament. So yeah, as always, subscribe if you guys want to see more, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.